Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shar. Hit the like button, turn the notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you will not be disappointed. Follow me on all platforms at Shar's Reality number 6. Follow my backup page at Shar's World number 6. Hello to all my flip-floppers, day ones, and newcomers. Hello and lottie-dottie to everybody. Let's have a conversation. You know, before I even talk about what's at hand and Destiny being found guilty, let me just say that when do enough become enough for you, right? When do enough, like, why do you, my first question would be like, why would you continue to be tacky, right? Sometimes you just got to put who you are on the back burner and learn different techniques that will allow you to be a better person. Like, you got your mental Mondays going for you. You got your little podcasting over there that you got going. You came back to the show. Like, God allowed you a second chance. So why are you just like, you just this tacky behind individual? And unfortunately, it's going to follow you because, like I said, I don't know the inner work you're doing, but if I was, knew that I had all these stipulations on me, why don't you change that? Why don't you do something about it? But it seems like you became comfortable with being a tacky hot mess, right? And you kind of like talk like real proper, like talk in circles so that people can't understand what you're saying, or that people can believe you, or your story or your statement can become believable. But a lot of times what you felt believed, because sometimes you lie so much, you trick yourself to believe what you're saying, knowing dang on well it's a lie, right? So you done tricked yourself, in my opinion, so much to believe that your lies are true that you forgot that there's a law that sits in place that will protect what is order. Every order is placed and written for a reason by the judge so that you can't come in here. And while it's catty to some people, there's a law to protect these individuals, right? And you broke the law, right? So call it what you want. Little little girl energy is giving female-ish, whatever you want to call it. You broke the law, right? You broke the rules. So don't say that it's him being catty. A lot of people may not have went the route that he did, but who's to say that you would have stopped? Unfortunately, he had to teach you a lesson, because if these 14 days that you were sentenced to was not suspended, like, how tacky would that be? Like, tackier, you know what I mean? It couldn't get no tackier than what this is right here. Like, your son could pull up your track record and see his mom was sentenced to 45 days for scamming his daddy, allegedly, right? But it can't get no tackier than this, because he had to really take you to court to make you stop, right? He had to really take you to court to make you do things in order. And unfortunately, I don't think that you would start doing things in order. I don't think that it's, this order gave you a pop on the hand the way it should have, okay? Right? I think this is another way that you were able to get around it. And you'll do it again. You'll break rules of not paying bills because that's your MO. Not only in your personal life, but now you ain't even handling your business of your child, right? You ain't paying the bills you're supposed to pay for your child. Anything can happen to that baby, and he's going to need the insurance that he needs, right? So you so tacky that it overshadowed who you supposed to be as a mother. So that's why I can't take you serious, okay? Your tackiness have no limits, and it's really pretty despicable, okay? And while we don't know the inner her, we don't know her personally, we just going off what we have seen, right? Who she presented herself to be on the show. So I want to reiterate that. We don't know her personally, but just this stuff alone is a pattern with your store, with your candles. Like, you do everything around what you're supposed to do, and it's just a tacky hot mess. So I have a lot of questions, right? I'm not really here to dog you, because like, this is tacky, it's catty, but it was necessary because you don't want to do anything. You want him to do it all because he's the father or your ex-husband. But here's the truth, right? He's responsible for him. You're responsible for you, right? And then you both are responsible for that child, right? He didn't make that baby to get by himself, and neither did you, okay? Therefore, everybody is required to put in their end of the bargain. That's why it was written down on paper, because at some point you guys were not able to agree upon the things that each of you were asking for. So now it's written by that, and you didn't do what you were supposed to do, so much he had to take you to court. Let's jump into it, guys. Destiny has been found guilty on these charges towards her ex-husband, LeBaric. She wasn't supposed to do a lot of things, such as like public bad mouthing him on talk shows or podcasts, and we saw that she done that. Okay, and while he was sitting quietly, he was working behind the scenes. Okay, he was just collecting all his evidence, right? And I believe that his lawyers may have submitted this information from these podcasts and made their case that much better. Okay, and she was so pressed to be seen and heard that she even didn't think logical about this. This doesn't look good on your resume, okay? This is part of your resume. Destiny Payton arrested or found guilty on the charges of all of these counts, right? I think it's like 9 different accounts you were found guilty on. It's a tacky mess, okay? And here you are, proving what people say you are. Don't give payments. Don't pay your payments. Borrow money. People give you money, right? Make excuses. Don't show up. Don't become available. Cancel your gigs. Non-payments. Like, listen. You have to find a way to get back on track, girly, because the road that you are going down, no accountability, no acceptance, no, maybe I could have did this better. It's a dangerous road to live on as a grown woman, okay? Here's the counts, guys. We're going to go over the counts that she was found guilty of, and I want to reiterate that she was found guilty, sentenced to 45 days in the slammer. With that being said, it was suspended, I think, within 2 years. As long as she don't do anything that will sabotage that, she'll be okay. But this is paperwork, and I can't say that she won't do anything because she's been being tacky for a long period of time, okay? And I think now the tacky is attached to her and is just a part of her at this point. It's one of her characteristics, in my opinion, okay? So let's go through the charges and let's go. It said the courts find that the defendant, Destiny Williams, is guilty of 9 separate acts of criminal contempt. Destiny Williams is sentenced to 5 days incarceration in the Madison County Main Detention Center. And then it says 815 Wheeler Avenue, Huntsville, Alabama, for each of the said 9 acts of criminal contempt, which each sentence of 5 incarceration to run consecutively for a total sentence of 45 days, suspended for a period of 2 years on the express conditions that the defendant complies fully, completely, faithfully with the order of this court in the future, including the order contained herein. The court did not impose sections including incarcerations for numerous other times. The defendant failed to comply with the court orders in the hopes that the defendant will change her behavior, that such actions do not need to be addressed in the future. The defendant shall be responsible for the pay of the sum of $12,779.13 for the attorney fees incurred by the plaintiff for the services of his attorney in this matter. The defendant shall pay said sum to the plaintiff within 30 days. So they're only giving her 30 days to come up with this money. When she learned how to be tacky, I don't think that this is going to get paid in 30 days. And if it do, I don't know how she's going to come up with this kind of money, because it's said to be tacky and she somehow think that people owe her something. So I can't see her coming up with this. So I can see her being incarcerated in real time. But y'all let me know what you guys think about that as well. The award constitutes a judgment in favor of the plaintiff against the defendant. You guys see that she was definitely found guilty on 9 counts. I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to become redundant and I don't want to go word from word. Drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Destiny being found guilty. 45 days in a slammer with a suspension. Okay. I love your checkmates and there's nothing you could do about it. Remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Until next time. Bye.